Bitcoin right now is running into an extremely important level. It is Tuesday, July 9th, 5:26 p.m. Bitcoin's currently trading at $57,780, and it actually even went up to over 58K today and retested the 200-day moving average, which it's tried once, twice, 3 times, and then today, 4 days in a row, trying to get above that key level. So what needs to happen? What key signals are flashing right now? We're going to go over it. And if you haven't already joined the Discord, link is in the bio. I have the video here from about 2 days ago on Sunday covering Bitcoin bouncer breakdown. I had suggested that we would see Bitcoin in the altcoin market have a bounce before any further continuation lower. Yesterday, we had the German government sending Bitcoin to the exchanges. I had called their bluff, said they weren't going to sell it. And I said to pump it. And then later that day, they had sent the Bitcoin back. So the exchanges sent the 163 million worth of Bitcoin back to the German government. So I called their bluff and I was right. Also, a couple other key things was the SS-star GA indicator just flashed a buy signal on others. So right here, and if you're a Stargate VIP and you have this indicator, you can throw it up. You can see that we had the buy signal flash on others, and I had highlighted previous times of where we could be at in comparison historically to now. That June of 2023, we'd flash one, and we don't look at the sell signal. So I had mentioned this. I look at the daily chart to find good buys in a bull market. I don't use it for sells. You could use it weekly for sells. But we had a buy right here back like May of 2020 before the big move up. We had a buy in July right at our bottom before our double top happened in 2021. We had a buy in June of 2023. We just had one right now. And we actually had one in January 2017, right before the big run up. So very solid signs that we're seeing for the altcoin market as far as we might have already seen the bottom come in. So that buy signal is huge. That was one huge signal. Another huge signal that's flashing right now in the immediate short term is the 12-hour buy now just flashed on Bitcoin. So you can see here, we had the 12-hour buy now flash. We're breaking above this red market structure ribbon. We ultimately do want to flip that to green like back here, but we might have to pop up first and then come back down, retest, and then it'll flip to green. So even if we do see a pop here, maybe to 59K, 60K, I do expect a rollover to retest and then we could go up. But first we need to get through that 200-day moving average. So seeing that 12-hour buy now is solid because the 12-hour buy now will spill into the daily, which will flash a buy now, which will then spill into the 2-day, which will flash a buy now. As you can see, we have the prepare to buy soons, which would then spill into the 3-day, which will flash a buy now. So all these time frames work into each other. And seeing that we have a lot of medium time frames flashing prepare to buy soons, and now we just seen the 12-hour flash to buy now, we're seeing some solid signs right now. And we have fear in the market indicated by the yellow squares down here. And then, like I said in the previous video, the last time that we seen that was back in 2023 in the fall. So let me hide the snakes here real quick. We can see that we saw it on the capitulation in August and then in October right before our big run up. So you got to buy the blood in the streets, even if it's your own blood. So solid signs right now, but we need to wait for that daily candle close. Ideally, it would be nice if we can see that daily candle for Bitcoin get above that 200-day moving average before the end of today. And then we will likely have a strong day tomorrow if that's the case. So we're going to have to see how that pans out in 2.5 hours from now. So let's then go to the pump dump chart. On the left side of the screen, you can see that we're on this key trend line. We broke in the 786 here. If this chart goes down, cryptos go up. So we want to see this start to melt down because then that will be the fuel on the fire that we need for Bitcoin to see that bounce. I'd covered it in here. Pump dump chart looks like it's going to break down, which equals pump for cryptos. It's at a key deciding moment as we speak, and we are. So let's go back to that. Let's look at the momentum. It does look like the trend line, it's right on it right now. It does look like if we go to the 12-hour chart, we have momentum rolling over. If we go to the daily chart, and you can see that we had that MACD flip right there. We go to the daily, we're starting to curl as well too on the stock RSI and TSI. Then let's go to and we broke the 786 right here as well too. So where would we target? When you break a 786, leave a comment. Let me know the answer to that. But if you've been watching, you already know. So we would target down here, 2618. So let's put a horizontal ray there. And that would be a massive drop of like 12, 13% in the pump dump chart, which would lead to a massive pump in the crypto market. So interesting time right now. We're at a key level. It's time to watch. And really, actually, our first stop would probably be the previous lows down here. And then when we broke it, we came up, rejected. That would be our first stop, I'd say. So we need to come down, break that first, and then we can target the 2618. But from what I'm seeing, things are looking solid right now. If we look at the others chart, we can see we're at a key level. If we go to 3-hour chart, we're riding this trend line up. We have this trend line coming up, connecting these lows. We broke above this 3-hour 250 MA. We are pressing up against this concrete ceiling that we've been trying to get up at since the 4th of July when we broke down from it. Capitulation came up. We got above for a sec. Rejected. And that's where the EMA ribbon is. We're trying to hold above. Market structure ribbon turned green. That's solid. So things are looking pretty solid so far. It looks like we might see a pop up to the 3-hour 200 MA. And at that point, we're going to have to revisit it. But yeah, and then the 4-hour 250 moving average is right here as well too. But we are seeing some signs that it might happen, because if we look at some altcoins that are putting on some big moves, I actually had called out in the Discord in Greece City. I put additional updates that market is dumb scary right now, I know, but bottoming out is always scary, and it's always hard to pull the trigger on some buys. But if this turns out to be the bottom before at least a relief bounce, you're going to see some big gains on these alts. Going to start taking some low levy stabs at some coins like TIA, SEI, XRP, XLM. Also, keep in mind, ETH ETF approval is likely this month, so a pump will happen all of a sudden, and going to take some stabs at OP and ARB as a play on that as well too. Then it turns out TIA and SEI top gainers today, 20%, 18%. So we're already seeing some altcoins showing some signs of what may happen for the entire altcoin space as a collective here. So we're seeing some coins that are moving first. So as you can see, we're at a key level, a key juncture as well too. We got this like triangle pattern. We're at the pinnacle of it right now. We're going to break down, retest 786, or break up and come up to these moving averages for the total crypto market cap. Tonight's going to be the night going into tomorrow where some big things are about to happen. And we also have, I think, tomorrow, Jerome Powell speaking, and then, a speech. And then also we have the CPI and inflation. So critical week this month. Well, this week will decide what happens this month. And this month's what's going to decide what happens for the bull market. Are we going to top at the end of this year or in 2025? Now's the time to pay attention. The 12-hour buy now actually just flashed as well too on the total crypto market cap with the 7G indicator. Last time we'd seen that flash was January of this year, right before that big run up. We're seeing some positive sign, guys. So now's not the time to check out. It's time to check in. Go into the Discord, link is in the bio, so you can get updated when I put out updates in the market update channel, as well as subscribe to the notification bell and leave a like and a comment and share this with every crypto holder you know who might be a little bit down in the dumps thinking that we're going to go lower. Nah. In my opinion, not right now. If anything, we're going to see a bounce first before any potential lower downside. So not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I'll see you guys in the Discord and in the next video.